Hello and welcome back to What's Bubbling in ZIM. I am Dr. Abstract, and in this bubbling we're going to take a look at more new features in ZIM 018. Let's go to the ZIM site now at zimjs.com. Here's where you can get to them, but that banner may change in the future, so you can always get to them up here. And there's all our new things in different versions. We've done a bunch of bubblings already. And we're down to this one right here. Will this wind be so mighty? So what we have here are label letters. We've had those before, but now label letters can be justified on the right here. So that's when it stretches the words, and also to make that work, we have a line width. So line width is a new parameter, and justify is a value for the align property. Ooh, so let's go see how this works in F11. One nice thing about label letters is we can add HTML-like functionality in them to do things like highlight them, change colors, because each of these letters is an individual label. So that gave us some flexibility along those lines. Let's go here. So we're checking that out. We're in ZIM 018. And we have our label letters here. Will this wind be so? And there's that HTML type work that we're talking about there. We're using the old HTML tags. Why not? Because it's not through styles, it's through the tags directly. Good to see them again. Haven't used them since the 90s, but good to see them again. And remember, it's not really HTML. That's us parsing that in label letters. So anyway, that's not what's new. That's not what's bubbling. That's already been around for a while, and they've been quite good. So that's a big long thing, and then we're setting a line width of 400, which will wrap that, and then line align justify. There's also left, right, and center. And align, by the way, aligns the letters individually within their space. Something like that. I can't remember exactly what that is. Here is us testing left to right as well and making sure that works. That actually came from, let's see, who was that requested that? I think it was... Let me have a look here. Pulling up a browser. And we'll go find it. So this is how some of these things happen. Justify, maybe. So I'm doing a search. Label justification feature. 018. Maybe it's this one. I think it was Ferritin. Maybe Ferritin's talking about it there, but as far as I can recall, it was somebody else. Is it here? Well, I might have mentioned justify, perhaps. I should have put it in the text itself, in the code itself. Maybe here. Not there either. Well, how about label letters? Oh, come on. Why does it do that? Label letters. We do a search there. How can we update the label letters after creations? And label letters a way to superscript and subscript label letters, writable text property, line breaks with label letters. Maybe. Tanella, was it Tanella who was talking about it? Yes, okay, here we are. Yeah, so that's it. Hey, thank you very much, Tanella. That's very handy, and that's us working through all that stuff and making sure that the right to left worked on it. Pank got in there and tried to do some help as well. And you can see that this kind of stuff can be a fair bit of work to make sure that it works properly, especially when I'm working in another language. So we're working through what will make that work, which order that they should be in. Bloppity blop blop. Ooh, my. Okay. And yes, we got that done. Back from vacation, it works great, and so hopefully that will all work in the end. We should probably make a little message here. This has now been integrated. No, this has now been added. Try not to use big words if I can help it. I don't even know how to spell integrated. I think it told me that. This has now been added to ZIM 018, and we could put in a URL to that. That was 018/justify.html. Thanks. All right, and we should put a picture of that too. So where was it? There we go. Okay. Take a little screenshot of that. That'll do. Whoop. Hey, how's it going out there? Hopefully you don't mind this little excursion. And then we can copy this thing right here. That's the URL. And add it to that as well if anybody picks on it. And hit reply. There we go. That looks good. And we will close that topic. Got some messages here to deal with, but we'll deal with those later. Do you mind? I'm just gonna teasing you. All right. So where were we? Did we figure it out? I think it's kind of a short one. I think that was it. Yeah. We can also line align the last line. So you see how the last line is by default will just go to the left. Let's see if this works. We can line, align, last, justify again, but that doesn't always look the best. See, because the extra spacing on there. I think in the ZIM wrapper handles justification too. It will automatically or I think there's a value that if there's more spaces than you want, if there's more space, then it will move it to the left. Otherwise, it will justify. Label letters, I don't think we did that. I think you have to choose it, which is fine. Or we could have said to the right. So it goes to the right there. It does. How about that? But by default, if you don't do that, leave this justify, because that's one of the options along with those. And it will go to the left. All right, great. That's it then. Yay! So this has been a bubbling, ZIM bubbling. And come on into ZIM, join us at Discord or the forum, and check out what's happening there. Help us along. Help yourself along too. Coding with ZIM is amazing. It's a lot of fun. Go to the editor, try out the zaps in the editor, or see a bunch of examples. Hit the learn. Lots to do, and we're always happy to help, as you can see there. So have a great day or night. I am Dr. Abstract, and that's what's bubbling at ZIM. Fade out.